What does unreasonably dangerous mean in strict product liability? Imagine buying a product expecting it to be safe and reliable, but then it causes harm because it was more dangerous than you thought. That's the core idea behind what unreasonably dangerous means in strict product liability cases. When a product is labeled unreasonably dangerous, it means the risks it poses go beyond what an average consumer would expect when using it normally. This concept is key in personal injury law because it helps determine if a manufacturer or seller can be held responsible for injuries caused by a defective product. In strict liability, the focus is on the product itself, not whether the manufacturer was careless. If a product has a defect that makes it more dangerous than what an ordinary person would anticipate, it can be considered unreasonably dangerous. There are three main ways a product can be defective: manufacturing defects, design defects, and failure to provide proper warnings or instructions. Manufacturing defects happen when the product departs from its intended design, like a batch of toys with sharp edges. Design defects occur when the entire product line is unsafe because of a flawed design, such as a car with a dangerous steering system. Failure to warn involves not providing enough information about risks that are not obvious, like a chemical cleaner without proper hazard labels. The term unreasonably dangerous is used to describe risks that are greater than what a typical consumer would expect. Courts often ask whether a reasonable person, knowing the product's features and risks, would find the danger surprising or unexpected. For example, a kitchen knife is expected to be sharp, but if the handle breaks during normal use and causes injury, that could be seen as unreasonably dangerous because it's not a risk a user would normally expect. To prove a product is unreasonably dangerous, the injured person must show that the defect existed when the product left the seller's control and that this defect was a major factor in causing the injury. It's important to note that strict liability applies even if the manufacturer took all precautions. The injured person does not need to prove negligence, only that the product was defective and unreasonably dangerous when used as intended. Different jurisdictions may have slightly different definitions, but the core idea remains. The product's risks must be higher than what a typical consumer would reasonably expect. If the product's danger exceeds those expectations because of a defect, the manufacturer or seller can be held responsible for injuries. This standard helps protect consumers and encourages manufacturers to prioritize safety in their products. So, in simple terms, unreasonably dangerous means the product is more harmful than what an average person would think is normal, and that excess danger is caused by a defect.